For the past 5 years, he's made his name playing the brooding hero Jon Snow in the award-winning TV series Game of Thrones.
I love that description. In the final moments, I'm sure you'll know if you watched it, of last season, Kit's character, like so many in the programme, met an unexpected and violent end, or so we were led to believe. When Game of Thrones started, you know, nobody was to know that it was going to be such a huge success. What did you think when you first saw it?
I think I remember what I thought when I first read it, which I thought it was the most bizarre thing I'd read ever. And I thought, how is this going to work? Is this ever going to work? Are people ever going to watch this? So I think it was a really, really pleasant surprise for us all when it took off the way it did.
The pilot wasn't so successful, is that right?
The pilot we shot, I had a horrible wig on in the pilot. It was all, you know, it just didn't work. And no one's ever seen it. It's in some back room.
Oh, really?
Somewhere.
Oh, gosh.
And I'd like it to stay there, I think. But yeah, the pilot didn't, and they reshot everything. So they made it the way it is now, the way you see it now. I've experienced, I guess, a real rush of it with Game of Thrones, which became this huge hit, and I'm very known as one character. So I have experienced a certain element of that, and I think this is what makes this play quite desirable for me, is that it's the subject matter, the seeking of fame, the seeking of fortune and glory, and is I think really interesting, especially in our culture at the moment, which is so celebrity obsessed. Yeah.
We're just seeing another still from Game of Thrones. Tell us about I mean, there's something like over 200 cast members. It is a massive production, isn't it?
Thrones, yeah. I think it's been up to about 350 cast members. I think it must be the biggest cast ensemble.
Now, which brings us to a point that Game of Thrones fans are going to be desperate to hear about, which is it is reported you've been seen. It's reported you've been seen actually on set during the filming of Series 6, even though you appear to die a ghastly death. Does this and your face appears in the shadows of the publicity material for Series 6? I put it to you that you will be in Series 6 as Jon Snow in some respect.
I think anyone who wants to know what happens in season 6 has to wait until it comes out. All I can tell you is Jon Snow is dead. He died at the end of the last season.
But his spirit lives on?
Who knows? You have to wait and see. It's going to be a very exciting season, so I'm led to believe.
Oh, he's
You've been very well trained in that response, haven't you?
When is the next season? It's being filmed. When is the next season?
Yeah, I think they usually release it around April, so I'm expecting it to come out then. I can't wait to see it. I'm really looking
Not going to miss it?
Not going to miss it.
What I love, I mean, so many things about it, but they do have a habit of killing off massive characters as well, which has been a theme, hasn't it?
It has been a theme for the show, and I think it's what makes the show very exciting, very... It's what people love about it, is that you can't have... There's no safety there. There's no one lead character who's going to make it through. You can't trust that anyone will do that.
All right. Thanks very much, John, and good luck.
Kit.
That's a terrible thing. I'm so sorry. That's a really bad thing to have done. Sorry.
Kit, you're very good.
What's that line? I know you, Kit Harington. Is that what it is?
Well, Jon Snow.
Yeah, I know. Okay, thanks.
Okay, you're very good. Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you. Good luck with Dr. Faustus at Duke of York's Theatre in London from April the 9th.